Coming soon to an MATV near you are these upcoming programs in living color. A new program, MATV, is proud to present Getting High, a weekly roundtable discussion about the world of stilts and stilt walking. Enjoy as they not only give tips and hints about stilt walking, but get in depth with some of the superstars of this interesting hobby for some, livelihood for others. So join the multitudes of Maldonians who love getting high. You love your fantasy football. You love your fantasy baseball. You love your fantasy hockey. You love your fantasy basketball. You even love your fantasy curling. But you don't know real excitement until you play fantasy government. And you can get the inside scoop weekly on MATV when you tune into Fantasy Government Roundup. Should your governor go back on a campaign promise? Should a representative remain steadfast during a controversial policy decision? Should the president cross party lines to endorse a bill presented by the other party? You'll know what to do and much, much more after you watch an episode of Fantasy Government Roundup. So don't waste your time with those other fantasy leagues. All that ever happens with them is you win or lose. By joining your fantasy government league, you could change the world. For better or worse, it's all up to you. Fantasy Government Roundup will help you make your right choice for you. Fantasy Government Roundup airs weekly right after Drew talks about his operations. Do you want to keep up with the latest theatrical blockbusters, but you don't seem to have the time? Then it's time for you to check out Tony's Trailer Talk. Join Tony as he reviews the latest and greatest movie trailers in the fastest time imaginable. What are you waiting for? Even you have 5 minutes a week to watch as Tony reviews the blockbuster trailers of the week. Tony's Trailer Talk, wedged into the MATV schedule whenever we need to fill 5 minutes. Have you ever wanted to see someone drink out of a fishbowl? How about juggle cats? How about someone pulling their fingers back until they snap? Then tune right into MATV for another fun-filled and wacky episode of We'll Do It for a Nickel. All you have to do is call into this live program, request the crew to do whatever outrageous and potentially hazardous ideas you have, then send a nickel to their PayPal account, and you'll see them fulfill your deepest, darkest desires right here on MATV. MATV does not condone the activities of this show and requests that the good folks of Malden do not call in. Please, if there is even an ounce of humanity in you, do not call into this show. Thank you. Do you care about Malden but are just too darn lazy to get up and do anything to help? Then Let's Complain Malden is the show for you. Do you want to complain about the roadways? Call Let's Complain Malden. Do you think you're not being represented by your representative? Call Let's Complain Malden. Do you just want to get something off your chest that's been burning a hole in your heart for so long? Call Let's Complain Malden. Let's Complain Malden airs live every Wednesday right after Crap, your guide to collecting dog poop. So pick up the phone, citizens, and ease your malaise, Malden. Do you think you keep meticulous order of your receipts? Think again, careless, because you haven't met Bob of Bob's Receipts. Bob has kept every receipt for every purchase he's made since the day he graduated from high school in 1969. And each week, Bob invites us into his home to go over his purchases one day at a time. This week's episode features receipts from October 9th, 1975. So let's see what Bob bought that day, shall we? Is your backhand weak? Does your volley lack punch? Then you need Tennis Tips by Tim. Although Tim has no actual teaching ability, he's never been afraid to offer his opinion about anyone's game. Tim knows what's wrong with your tennis game, even if he can't do a thing about his crappy play. But that's never stopped old Tim. So tune in to Tennis Tips by Tim. What choice do you have? He's going to tell you anyway. MATV is sorry to inform Malden residents that the show, I'll Tell You What's Wrong with MATV, has been canceled due to lack of viewership. In its place, we're happy to announce a new production entitled MATV, What a Great Place. Drone Talk, Drone Talk, Drone Talk. But don't get excited, you little hipster dweebs. This isn't about your high-flying, privacy-invading, crashing into tree drones. This is Millicent L. Throckmorton's Drone Talk, where, for 1 hour a week, Millicent talks on and on what's going on in her life. This week's episode features a mysterious odor she's found wafting from an unknown region of her body. Don't miss it. Are you a tad squeamish when it comes to scary movies? Then join us for our weekly public domain horror fest with the host of That's Not So Scary. How can they promise you won't be afraid this time? Because they're edited out all the frightening parts. So grab a bowl of popcorn and enjoy the non-threatening, frightening movies on That's Not So Scary. Do you like the idea of karaoke, but when you sing, hostage negotiators arrive? Does your pitch sound like a car starting on a winter morning? Do you get a traffic lane all to yourself when you sing in the car? Then private karaoke is for you. Just call up the private karaoke hotline to request a song, and our equally tone-deaf DJ will play those lyrics right over your television. Then, when everyone is outside of earshot, you can belt out your favorite hits. So join Private Karaoke every week. Private Karaoke, the show you want to watch alone. Private Karaoke is not affiliated with Couch Karaoke. Everyone has ideas. Some of them stink, but every once in a while comes a great one. And Great Ideas is the show that wants to bring those ideas into the light. That's why every week we bring in a guest Maldonian and have them offer up their great ideas. This week, our idea man is Scott Randolph and his great idea, self-cleaning teeth. MATV, Malden's very own television station. Come on down and make your own show. I'm positive it'll be better than what's already on the air. Steve Reads is a show where infamous Malden resident Steve reads the classics to any and all the children of Malden. So sit on Steve's lap as he tells you a tale. This week, Steve reads The Telltale Heart and other works from Edgar Allan Poe. We're sad to announce the long-running MATV show, Live Music Tonight, is ending due to the recent rash of live music venues closing. Mudge. Nose. All. Coming this spring. Learn all about S&M, an informative new show where you'll learn everything you'd ever want to know about S&M. That's right, Sam and Matilda Kaplan regale viewers with stories about their interesting lives and travels to many exotic locales. Learn all about S&M every Sunday just before the Pentecostal preacher's pulpit. You're invited, so mark your calendar because you don't want to miss Meals Made in Malden. Join us for one night only as the best restaurants tempt you with their stunning cuisine, such as pho from Asian Pho, and pho from Happy Pho, and pho from Pho Big. But that's not all. There is Pho Boy Pho, and pho from Good Pho, and pho from Great Pho. So make sure you join us in this year's Meals Made in Malden. Everyone loves the furry little kitties, and everyone loves the loyal dog, or do they? Maldonians without pets don't. We're a group of nice people who don't want pets in our lives. We also don't want to hear that you didn't rescue Sparky. Sparky rescued you. And no, we don't want to shake your hand because we just saw you pick up a giant load of crap. So join our call-in show to prove you're not the only Maldonian without pets. So those are just a few of the exciting programs coming soon to an MATV near you. Malden Access Television is conveniently located in downtown Malden at 145 Pleasanton Street. Visit us there or drop by our website at matv.org for further information on how you could produce your own program on MATV. MATV, where almost anything happens and almost anything does.